Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got him! Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Leopard! Leopard!
Check 24. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll toss it to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Detroit! Detroit!
Even. 4 down. Even.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the defense forces the fumble, they get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun! 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 Gun!
4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Dalton here from the gun. Connects it to Roberts, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. What?
Hey.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run. This is Hunt. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Leopard!
Switch. Mike 50, Mike 50. In your
Watch it now, Barney!
A toss play to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Second down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Look at the spin. Nifty move. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check.
Over here, over here. You're good.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nice.
Crunch.
Lady, green 18. Heavy. There you go, 368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
3 down, 3 down. What?
Go. We're good.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 4.
Here you go.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Heavy.
Play action here with Dalton.
Pick it up.
Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the Browns getting set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Over!
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Gone!
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Hut.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, yeah!
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Heavy.
Dalton now to pass. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
368.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
He go 368. He go 368.
And Dalton to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Oh, the spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Barney! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us.
Detroit! Gun!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Check 9.
Hot!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Got you now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Check 43.
Detroit. Detroit. Gun.
Hey, let's get that ball, Galen.
Gun.
Mayfield on first down. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit.
Watch 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
4th down, Mayfield. Able to shake him up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here you go, 368.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Over here, yes. 368.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen's. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Over here. You're good. Heavy.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Again, it's Mixon. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alert. 3 down.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. We're good.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Lead.
Check. 3 down.
Ice. Hey.
Watch the motion.
And now to the air, Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Lead. 18. Ice. Hey, check.
Dalton off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lead.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Lead. Ice.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Tight end's on the Ringo. We got 4.
Heavy. Ice. Yo, we're good. Over here, yes.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So forget the field goal, give them the first on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker, and that penalty leads to 1st and 10.
Good.
We got 3.
We're good.
Slam.
Heads up.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Go on the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. Flush to his right. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Tight end's right.
Go, on the ball. On the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, we got 3 down.
There you go, we're good, we're good.
90 is a mic.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey.
Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Heavy.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Here you go, 368.
90 is a mic.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Leopard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch you now, Barney.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2nd down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
He's checking. Crash. Switch.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Over.
They come out here, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Tight end right.
Gun.
Alert.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Heavy. Heavy, heavy. Here you go, 368.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Ice, ice, ice.
From the gun, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
368. 368. Here you go, 368.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
And the pitch goes to Mixon.
3 down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
368. Ice, ice, ice.
All right, here's Dalton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Gun!
We got three, fellas.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Here you go, 368.
Hey, what?
Hey.
Check motion.
Heads up.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
368. 59.
Dalton gives to Bernard. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks.